I don't even know how to start this reading, my gorgeous Aquarius. I do not even know how to start this reading. This stage of your life, it's probably gonna be one of the most busiest stages in your life ever. Okay, but it's not only being like really busy. Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Aquamarini. There is something really ridiculously important going to happen before the beginning of this week. Okay, shall I say it again? There is something ridiculously important going to happen before the beginning of this week. A really important outcome you were waiting for absolute ages, but it's something it's gonna happen that you were so nervous about before the beginning of this week. Something it's gonna happen, an event or some kind of a meeting or something it's gonna happen where you are gonna feel so nervous about, like, oh my god, a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, because you're gonna be surrounded by, honestly, like some kind of a devils here. And you know this, you were aware of this, you are aware of this. You will be surrounded, or you're gonna be surrounded by the devilish people, devilish creatures who do not see anything else but money. These type of people are so vile that they will do absolutely anything for money. And some people are like that. Those people who always had, I suppose, easy in their life, and they've been brought up in that way. They like had lots of money and things like that. These type of people, sometimes sadly, not all of them, sometimes sadly, they don't have a value for money, and they lose their soul, they lose their spirit in all this, and they can't see further from themselves. Very sad. And this is what money can do. So I'm trying to explain that these people that you're going to be dealing with are going to, yes, it's to do with the finances, it's to do with the money. There was something very easy that they had in their life, and this is why now they have been brought to this moment in their life where they just kind of became so dark, so negative, so selfish, and they cannot experience this life in a way a normal experience a normal person can experience this life. And this is the sadness that you're actually dealing with. I know that this is going to sound scary, but even if these people are certain people in your life who have been causing you like problems for so long, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And sometimes, the certain spirits are not meant to evolve after the certain point. This is to do with the karma. This is to do with the spirit. This is to do with the past life. Some people are just completely so extraordinary when it comes to their spirit and the things that they know and they clearly understand about themselves, about their life, and about so much more, but some people are just sadly not meant to evolve after the certain point indeed. So these are the type of spirits and type of people that I'm talking about. So before the beginning of this week, there is already gonna be some kind of a meeting or something is gonna take place, some really important discussion, and you're gonna say something what was on your mind for absolute ages, and this in itself, it's something that will make you feel a little bit nervous and a little bit stroppy and a little bit negative. But my God, the more negative, the more dark, and the more stroppy and the more nervous you feel, my gorgeous Aquamarini, the more you are gonna feel an impact of what is this actually going to bring into your life. You are about to drop some kind of a bomb here. You are about to drop some kind of a truth bomb here, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You will say what you wanted to say. You will say what was on your mind for so long, and what you're gonna say, it's gonna absolutely blow them away. Oh my God, they're gonna be stuck on the ceiling. I think only the big mama is gonna be able to pull them back. Do you know what I mean? And she's gonna need to be massive, like, to take this down. Do you know what I mean? No, it's important, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You're gonna say something that you wanted to say, which was on your mind for so long. But it's not only about that. It's about you saying what are you gonna do, and what your plan is. And these creatures of darkness are gonna be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? These creatures of darkness are gonna be like crazy. Turn the light on, you'll see how cockroaches are gonna run around like there is no tomorrow. You know, honestly, you know, these people are gonna be not gonna like what you're gonna say, but you will know what you're gonna say is the right thing. You will say how you feel, but you will also say what your plan is. You will mention your plan. I absolutely salute you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. I salute you, because this is going to be one of the most powerful moments of your personal liberation here. You are going to set yourself free, indeed, and you know this, but only when that happens, you know what I mean? You just know the full extent of where this is actually going to take you. Very, very important. So by the time you get to the beginning of this week, this is absolutely brilliant. I don't know even how to say this. On one hand, you know, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you're gonna be working on something like this is to do with your wish. This is to do with your dream, slowly but surely becoming your reality. But of course that this is going to take a little time. But now this is the beginning of a very important like a manifestation here. The beginning of this week is going to be the beginning of one of the most important manifestations of your life. The next year is going to be one huge, massive, big mama. She is going to be a good one. No, honestly, the next whole year, you know, it's going to be so important. Now, from this moment onwards, your life is going to change. It is all going to be about you realizing your dream. It's about to become reality. But then again, you know, it's the beginning of that particular manifestation. It's about the progress that's about to start. It's about the progress that's about to begin. It's about the beginning of a very important manifestation. That's one. You see this? And that's another one. Magician. I'm not being funny, but this is going to be absolutely remarkable indeed. So from the beginning of this week, after you say what you're going to say, after you discuss what you're going to discuss, after you make aware this person or these people know what you're going to do, as I said, this is going to be one of the greatest moments of your own liberation. You're going to be so much better off when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your contentment, when it comes to your happiness, but you're also going to be so much better off when it comes to your finances and when it comes to your financial situation, and you're going to be doing less. Do you see what I mean? And this in itself, it's really kind of like you're going to find yourself being so passionate about making the first step, about making the first move. My gorgeous Aquamarini, you will know what this is, because the progress, it's about to begin. A very important progress, it's about to start. With you making a very first move, a very first step, there are certain people that you're going to talk to, have an important conversation with in terms of planning. There are a couple of people that are so important here, because this couple of people are superb. They're like, this couple of people are people who lots of people don't understand and don't necessarily like, because they just see one side to them. But both of these people are really good, are really amazing, and very fantastic to trust to when it comes to you and your personal situation, and you know this. And lots of people would be like, really, these two people you trust? No, baby, no. You're smart, you're clever, you're Aquamarini, you're super intuitive, you're an empath, and you know who you can trust and who you cannot trust to. So you must not let this to put you off. So you're going to have an important conversation with a couple of people who are going to be helping you with this. Maybe, you know, they're going to be taking like a really specific roles. This is important, but this is all part of you moving on with your life. You're going to find yourself on such a powerful spiritual quest here, and you are going to make the first move, the first step. But when it comes to that first step, your bravery is needed, because there is something really challenging that you're going to run into. And when you run into some kind of challenging problem, when you make the first step, when you make the first move, you're going to run into something challenging, some kind of a problem, you know. And the answer to that problem is going to be, don't go too crazy. Okay? Don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy. No, don't go too crazy. Okay, keep things traditional, my gorgeous aquamarini. Okay, this is very important to keep things traditional indeed. So when you run into some kind of a problem, some kind of a difficulty, just remember the answer to that is to keep things traditional. Okay, this in itself is, by you keeping things traditional, you know, you are doing the right thing. But also at the same time, you know, this is kind of gonna be much more beneficial for you than if you like kind of waste your time and try to do things like in non-conventional way, which would kind of only kind of become more, it would only create like unnecessary problems, you know, along the way. So this is why it's important to keep things traditional at this stage of your life, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed. And also, you know, that there is like you know, really powerful, like a man. There is a man, an older man, much older man, okay, with a very strong energy, who is also like kind of going to be really impressed with you. This person is going to be inspired by you. This person is going to be impressed with you, but you were worrying that that person is going to respond completely differently, and you were worrying how that person is going to react, because this is somebody who means to you so much, somebody who you kind of had some running in, but then again it was just a clash of personality, and sometimes you kind of like have a bit of like a little bit of an argument with this person, but this doesn't mean that you don't like each other or whatsoever. It's just somebody who is has like a very strong personality like yourself. For example, that particular person is going to surprise you because you were worrying about that specific person. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? But they're going to be completely be able to understand what you are doing and what you are saying, and at the same time that person is also like kind of going to give you a suggestion, a very interesting suggestion, how to protect money, how to protect yourself, and how to protect things that belongs to you as well. It's gonna blow you away. From somebody who you were so worrying how they're gonna react, that person is actually gonna be really pleased for you, and it's actually gonna end up giving you invaluable advice how to kind of be even more successful. And you will know that that particular person is very, very clued up indeed when it comes to you finding yourself at such a mind-blowing, and I mean a mind-blowing stage of your life. I did mention this before, my gorgeous aquamarini. It's the year 2024. It's gonna be such a life-changing year for you. You will do something that it's gonna make you feel so proud like never before. Only this year you're gonna realize how powerful you are. Only this year you're gonna realize how talented you are. Only this year you're gonna make so many discoveries about yourself like never before. And this, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's a clear sign that, you know, with this situation here, your wings are about to grow, baby. And once they grow, it's the only way is up. Indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous aquamarini, you know, it's like basically by the time you get to the mid part of this week, now this is so important, because oh my god, I'm sorry, the reading is again like a little bit complex, you know, and it's to do with like a lot going on in your life, you know, over a considerable amount of time, you know, and it all seems to be boiling to this point now, you know. So I'm sorry, I know it's a bit complex, but it's just so important. At around the midweek, you're also gonna realize that I'm sorry to be so dark, but you're also gonna realize about somebody like kind of being dishonest with you. At around the midweek, you're really you're gonna be surprised with this particular person being dishonest. You're gonna realize that somebody was lying to you, and you're not gonna like this whatsoever. This one is really kind of going to surprise you. This one is really going to surprise you, my gorgeous aquamarini. But then again, you know, this in itself, it's like really, really important in so many different ways, because on another hand, you know, it's like you know, you're finding yourself on this crossroads in life, and this is really going to help you to realize what to let go of and what to keep in your life. For example, what am I trying to say here? when you become aware of somebody being dishonest with you, one specific person which is going to kind of surprise you, you're not going to like it. But you know what? You must keep this to yourself. You must not allow this person to know what you know. Do you understand me? So as soon as you become aware of it around the midweek, somebody was lying to you and being dishonest with you, this is really going to make you a little bit angry and it's going to piss you off, you know? Because it's not with somebody who... It's something to do with something naughty, but not... That person was not meant to be naughty in that way, you know? And now... when you become aware of this, you will be like a little bit angry, but you have to keep it to yourself. You have to keep it to yourself, because by the end of the week, you're going to find out a couple of more additional things from that particular person that you are going to find very, very beneficial for what you're going to be wondering about. Very beneficial. So, you know, just let this bastard go on a little bit longer and then wait until the end of the week when you find out a couple of things, couple of suggestions that are going to be so invaluable, that are going to come from this person. They're going to be superb and they're going to be ever so significant, and nobody else could actually tell you this. So you might as well wait a little bit longer and find out what else you're going to get out of that person. So do not kind of like freak out, or do not kind of go to that person immediately, because somehow this would affect your plan for the future. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense, but somehow this would be affect some kind of a plan for the future. So that's why you have to be very, very smart, my gorgeous Aquamarini. That's why you have to be very, very clever indeed, because this particular person is kind of going to bring more clarity and guidance into your life, believe me or not, especially when it comes to like a couple of things that nobody else would be able to tell you whatsoever. Okay? Absolutely mind-blowing indeed. And you're also going to find out at around the end of the week somebody who means to you so much, this beautiful person, like somebody very connected to you, will want to do something really stupid, something really silly, something really irreversible. And as soon as you find out, so it's to do with one specific person in your life, somebody younger, somebody innocent, somebody lovely, somebody gorgeous. There are so many beautiful qualities connected to this person. Whether this is your child, whether this is somebody younger, it's like to me, it's a very good looking person. But to me, it's a very good looking person both inside and out. Indeed, but it's to do with an innocence that comes with age. It's to do with that person finding themselves being surrounded by the wrong people and being misled at this very moment in time. And that person, younger person in your life who means to you, this is a lovely person, bless their heart, they're going to be they're going to consider to do something so seriously, something so ludicrous. So you have to involve somebody, you're going to need to involve here somebody very important to you who this person knows and appreciate as well, to try to explain which consequences this would have on their life. Because sometimes, you know, when people are directly connected to us, like a brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, our energy in between is so pure, and we say what we say on what's on our mind, but then again at the same time people tend to act a little bit differently when you're trying to explain something so important to them, but it doesn't come from you, but it comes from somebody who they appreciate, but they're not gonna kind of speak back, and they are gonna consider this very seriously, because there is a very super intuitive and psychic person in your life, this person that I'm talking about, who you're going to be able to not use in a bad way, but you're going to be able to ask to explain something to that person, and they will be able to understand this from a completely different angle. Something very dangerous that person would want to do, very dangerous, that would be completely life-changing in a bad way, and on top of that it would be irreversible. So this is what I want to say to you. This is going to be really important. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, when it comes to the end of this week, like, oh my God, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, really, something is gonna blow you away. Something is gonna happen here, and it's really going to surprise you. It's really going to surprise you. It's to do with you kind of, oh my God, thank God moment, but it's also to do with you realizing that there's some kind of problem and negativity slowly but surely going to come to an end. Okay, and this is how this is what's going to make you feel so good, like some kind of a news that some kind of a difficulty and problem, it's going to come to an end. Something that really slowed you down, something very, very personal indeed, and something that was affecting you from a kind of like looking forward towards the new beginnings in life. Only now you're going to realize this, because very soon after that moment in time you will see something is going to inspire you so much, like, oh my God, something is going to inspire you so much. And on top of that, you are going to feel so surprised how confident and how courageous you are going to feel, and with that particular thing which is going to inspire you. And this in itself is bringing a brand new beginning, brand new page into your life. What is going to inspire you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and the reason why you're gonna feel like that, it's because this in itself, it's a massive, huge, enormous spiritual key which is going to unlock the door at this stage of your life you never knew existed, let alone what is this actually gonna bring into your life as well. It's like, oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, it's like when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, when I said that the problem, it's gonna this is gonna surprise you, because you thought that this problem that I said that you're gonna become aware of, it's gonna come to an end, is to do with something that became like a nasty restriction, like a very negative and dark restriction, very poisonous energy that was slowing you down, and now you're gonna realize also that you are gonna be able to make a really, really quick decision when it comes to something that you're so passionate about, but you could not make that decision before because of that bloody dark element that was draining your energy and making things for you uncomfortable at the time when you should have just jumped in immediately. So you're gonna kind of make a really quick decision about something that you're so passionate about. You've been passionate about it for so long, but you couldn't accept something else not kind of like really working out here. So this is going to help you to accept something not working out, and it's going to help you to accept, to separate, you know, illusion from reality indeed, because you are going to become fully aware of, like, through all this process, like how you want something in your future so badly. This is going to put you in such a great and optimistic mode when you're going to find yourself, where you're going to be planning about your future, but then at the same time, you know, you are going to become aware of, slowly but surely, certain things about yourself you didn't even know. And this is why all this is going to feel absolutely remarkable in so many different ways indeed. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This in itself is probably one of the most significant weeks of your entire life. Oh my God. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye. Mwah.